Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dal, and this month we got a brand new refresher for the trading post for the month of June. Ever since the trading post launched back in Dragonflight, Blizzard has been putting out banger content for you to collect from either purchases from the trading post or from the monthly rewards. Though recently, they've really started to feel like they're starting to slack a little bit. However, with the patch 11.15, we saw data mining of some of the best looking items out there, from molten armors to Dresswar weapons, and those items are finally appearing on this month's trading post specifically, which is why I want to go over all of the rewards that are available within this month, because they're actually really good. Especially the monthly reward, which last month I noticed a lot of players were kind of disappointed. I mean, a Chihuahua pet is cool for like 2 seconds, but this time around we actually get something writable. So I'm gonna go over everything that's available for the June trading post, as well as the activities you should focus on just to complete the Traveler's Log as quickly as possible if you're looking to get these items basically immediately. As always, if you guys want to see more regular updates like these for Reward with an Expansion, be sure to follow the channel and subscribe. But otherwise, let's dive right in. I promise you I'm not trying to make trading post videos a regular thing every month or anything like that. It just last few trading posts, and for like last year, a lot of players were very disappointed with some of the items on the arrival. But when we saw like the preview of some of the badass looking things coming out on PTR, it actually got me kind of excited, and I want to share that excitement with all of you. So I guess at least for this month specifically, let's go over everything that is available for this month of June. And some of the items of this one that Blizzard gave a preview for are actually really good looking. And even better, the monthly reward is also really good, as well as the stuff on the actual store. Now, don't get me wrong, like some people are really into that Chihuahua customizable pet that we got last month. I'm not one of those people at all. This month, however, we actually got some really good items that got a lot of players excited for it specifically. I guess since I'm here, let's just go over it. It's actually going to be the Molten Chimera mount. Cormaera? Okay, Cormaera. Kind of like a core hound fused together with a chimera. Actually looks so good. They added the green one over on the shop, which I really hope they would have added like a way for you to be able to earn that in-game, maybe like on the side as well as the shop. But yeah, this is going to be the reward for this month specifically. It's actually really good looking. I know it's kind of like yet another chimera, but I really like the molten core combination. Plus, it's not just like a random toy that you will never use, or a pet that you're never going to run with, or like some back piece that you're never going to use for a transmog. A mount is someone you could actually ride, and actually a very good and detailed looking mount on top of it, which easily gets me excited. As for the actual set of items that are available for this month specifically, I am going to go over them kind of one by one. You can get the red chimera as a reward for the month's completion, but if you can't wait for it, there's also the cold flame blue one as well. And there's supposed to be 4 different recolors. We saw the green one, we see the red as well as, or I guess, the orange and the blue one, and there's also supposed to be a yellow one. Hopefully the yellow will either be something that you can get from a trading post, or possibly they'll tie it to some sort of an in-game event, which also would be really good. I like when they add new stuff either as an in-game earnable activity or earnable reward, or if they just simply just place things on a trading post over the store. Then we got also the ensemble of the lava board plate. These look so good, even better on some of the horde races like trolls, or rather Tauren, the Oryx, anything but that got big shoulders, because these sets absolutely look amazing. Huge fan of the helm and the way that it looks with the how it blocks out your face, gives you those menacing eyes, has this like molten flame kind of rolling off of the shoulders. But if you're not a big fan of the red, you can also go with the blue. For some reason the chest piece is missing. I'm not really sure. I guess it's a bug. Either way, now you can do the blue one or the red one. And just like the chimera, how there's like an orange one, or I guess red, blue, green, and a yellow one, there's supposed to be a yellow set of this later down the line at some point as well. As for another mount, they also have the reins of a spotted black riding goat. I'm not sure if this is a Mr. Pandaria remix mount. They did say it did look like they were data mining a couple of different remix mounts that, let's say if you missed out on those, apparently those may appear at some point in the future on the trading post. But it looks like if you did miss out on those remix mounts, apparently some of those may be appearing in the trading post in the future. Though if you can't wait for those, you can always pick this one to add to your collection. Then we get the helms, which is one of the best looking pieces. I really wish I could zoom in further, but this to go with the set. So if you're not a big fan of like the plated armor look for either the blue or the red, you can always go with the skull mask, which looks absolutely amazing. And then there's also the red variation for it as well. Just like the armor, so there's red, blue, green, and yellow. It's supposed to be a yellow variation of this in the future, but definitely one of the better looking items to grab up from this month's trading post. If you're a big fan of the Blood Elves in particular, they have a, how do you even say this, Bardish? I went to look up the pronunciations, and it's either Bardish or Bardage. Either way you want to go with it, I'm just gonna go with Bardage. That one just rolls off the tongue a little bit easier. But it has this whole blood elfish look to it, so if you're a big fan of the whole blood elf aesthetic, especially in preparation for midnight, this actually could be really solid. Though they also have a void version of it. I wonder if this is supposed to be, because sometimes they add items that are train posts that's supposed to be like a bit of a hint, nudge towards future expansions. And you have one Bardage that is very Sunwell, the other is very void-like, and then midnight as an expansion is gonna have us travel back to Quel'Thalas, defending the Sunwell from the void, so maybe it has something to do with that. Or maybe just supposed to be one for the Void Elves and one for the Blood Elves, and I'm just digging too deeply into it. You also got daggers, Cold Flame Bite, which are to go with the actual armor sets. I'm a big fan of the fact that they actually have daggers, because I feel like there's not enough daggers that appears on our trading post. We also have the Lava-Born Ruby Edge, which are the Molten Axes. Do look really good. A little bit more flat than I expected them to be. We got the Cold Flame Choppers, which are the blue variations of them. We got the Lava-Born Barbs, which is the red daggers, which do look good. Kind of has this like almost Druid of the Flame aesthetic with like almost like a root kind of coming out of the dagger. We have a Cold Flame Burner. Some people called it the Doom Gun in a way, but if you're a big fan of the class of the Hunter, you get yourself a Molten Gun. We have the red variation as well as blue variation, which I think actually looks really good. I also am a big fan of this Molten Bayonet at the end of it too. We also have the ensemble of the Prowler, which has a little bit more of this brick color, I guess, to it. I do like the actual mask that goes with it. I think the color schemes is actually pretty good. And then the shoulders to match that set as well. And then they also have another set of the skirt leg wraps combinations in brick variation, as well as the shorter skirt variation. The Vigilante's brick mask, as well as the brick variations of the skirt, as well as the leggings. So the color scheme this month is brick specifically. But then we also get some returning items this time around as well. So if you missed out on, I think it was the last year's June trading post, these are going to be some of those items from that event specifically, like the Perilescent Goblin Wave Shredder, which looks really good. The only other way to get a Wave Shredder like this is to do Siren Isle content, but if you don't want to do that, that's another mount you can add to your collection. We also have a pet of Marlock, as well as the ensemble of the Sunny Tropical Beachwear. So there's two variations for this. You got the one with the floaty, which is definitely a really good one, as well as the bikini variation of it as well. Definitely a big fan of this one. Picked this up last year, but if you missed out on it, this is your opportunity to add yet another item to your collection. As well as we have the colorful beach chair, which was a reward from last month's trading post. So if you already have it, you're good to go. But if you didn't get to pick it up, this is your opportunity to also add yet another item to your collections if you're a big fan of all of those toys and things. Now, if you're just trying to speed run through the trading post for this month, specifically just so you can get your hands on the mount like day 1 or week 1, or in just a handful of days, I did want to go over some of the events that are going to be some of the easier ones for you to complete if you're just trying to complete the Traveler's Log as quickly as humanly possible. So one of the most efficient ones is pet battles. So just basically grab a max level pet, go outside of Stromund or Orgrimmar, and then just start battling all of those low-level pets where you just basically walk up, blast it out really quickly with a single press of a button, and do that 15 times in a row to earn 200 points. Takes a little bit of time, but incredibly easy to do. Another one that I think is very doable is fulfilling crafting orders. You just gotta fulfill 10, and any character that you own, as long as they have a profession, can just do a bunch of the patron work orders, so it just means you'll have guaranteed work orders for you to fulfill, meaning you don't really require other players to create a work order for you to fulfill, and you can just max this out really quickly by buying some of the cheaper items off of Auction House. Each one of those activities is going to get you 200 points each, so that's 400 points out of 1,000 we need for this month. It also may be a good idea to take a character just exploring open world content and just go do quests. Specifically, not necessarily leveling quests, although you could do those as well, but I would actually do world quests on multiple characters. Those are really easy to do, and you'll be able to hit 2 birds with 1 stone. You'll be able to complete up to 25 quests, which together will earn you 200 more completion towards the bar of travel points, as well as the 5, 10, and 25 world quests, which together adds up to another 200 as well. From there, I think defeating the world boss for the week is also going to be huge. Whether it's the Godfather or any of the 4 original world bosses that are available, those are easy to do. Jump in the group, slay it very, very quickly, and then you get your additional completion for 100 more points. And the last one will be through horrific visions. If you do a full complete clear, but also do a clear with at least 2 masks active, that means that's 50 points each, which gets you the last 100 points that you need. So if you're looking to fill out the log, literally day 1, those are the best activities that I would focus on this month specifically. So with that, as always, I don't want to thank all of you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did enjoy it or found it informative, go ahead and give it a like. I would very, very much appreciate it. Also, join our Discord community, especially if you want to keep up with the regular class changes and patch notes as the season goes on, or if you just want to keep up with all the new updates regarding the 1117 PTR or any future content, like maybe a preview for the Midnight expansion. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.